touch gloves with
very
him.
intense.
Yes. Valdina stuck out his hands. Mpofu said no thanks. So we got Arthur Mpofu. He's 25 years old, 134 pounds, standing 5'10". 71-inch reach. On the other side, Valdina, age 24. He weighs 134 pounds as well, standing 5'7", with a slight reach disadvantage, 65-inch reach.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourselves for the feature bout of the evening. Our last amateur contest for the vacant amateur bantamweight championship, scheduled for 5 rounds, 3 minutes apiece. Introducing to you first, in the red corner, with an amateur record of 4 victories and 2 defeats, he stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, and he weighed in at 134 pounds. From Wareham, Massachusetts, he's representing Spartan Fitness and SBG East Coast and Alabama. I give you the former Cage Titans amateur bantamweight champion, Arthur Mpofu. And now, introducing his opponent, standing across from him in the blue corner, holding an amateur mixed martial arts record of 3 victories and 1 defeat. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, and he weighed in at 134 pounds. From Drake, Massachusetts, he's representing Luzon MMA. Let's hear it for Andrew, the Gladiator Valdina. And when the action begins for this amateur bantamweight title fight, our referee in charge of the action is Brian Miner.
Whoa, now that's an intro.
I am hyped up.
Wow.
Man. My heart is racing.
If that isn't the loudest, it's easily in the top 3 loudest I've ever heard this building.
That is up there.
Here we go. Valdina rushes out to the center.
Pumping
Right in his face, jabs out Mpofu. They are wasting no time.
Right hand from Valdina might have stumbled him, but he might have been off balance.
I think it was a little bit of a trip. A little off balance there.
Right away, Arthur's pushing the pace.
Couple of head kicks exchanged from these guys.
Arthur is content moving on the outside. That's where he likes to strike. He'll be very active from here. But he's content.
Remember, 5 rounds.
Valdina moving in.
And he's shown so much improvement in his hands in his last couple fights. Knocking out Randy Francis was so impressive.
Well, nice left hand from Mpofu as Valdina extended on a left.
Valdina likes to close the distance with his strikes by switching stances. He'll swing his leg forward and move into the other stance while he strikes.
Nice left hand backing up by Mpofu as Valdina lands a combination coming in. Another fight where guys are landing at the same time as they're throwing.
Yeah, these guys are staying right in the pocket now.
Evenly matched matchup. Both guys so deserving of this title shot. Nice head kick from Valdina, just blocked by Mpofu.
They came out hot.
How can he not when the crowd's that loud?
He gets so pumped up by this crowd.
Nice kick to the body. Follow.
Another body kick.
Every time someone hits the other with a strike, be it a puncher or a kick, the opponent returns with the identical.
You know what I love about Mpofu's style is he's a southpaw, and he really fights with those southpaw advantages. He uses that body kick with the left leg, and he uses that straight left hand with great success.
And Mpofu's right hand is starting to find some success, both at his jab and a lead hook.
Ooh, straight. Valdina's moving in.
Good pump of the jab from Valdina, switching stances.
Mpofu's content playing on the outside, along the cage, and moving around. I think he prefers to strike a little bit more on his heels a bit.
We thought that there was a high-level amateur matchup earlier with someone making their debut and Danny Wahlberg. These guys showing some tremendous chops for just amateurs. That's why these amateur title fights are so exciting.
Either of these guys could go pro at any time.
Sure.
It seems like Andrew Valdina is not looking to do that just yet. He's looking to gain his experience here, and this would just be one big feather in his cap if he was able to secure a victory. And they're going to town on each other in this first stanza.
Yeah, the pace has settled down just a bit.
Yep.
They're volleying for position, and Mpofu, he shoots in, and Valdina reverses it.
Great wrestling by Valdina.
Really strong wrestling.
Mpofu able to reverse with that underhook.
Go for some foot stomps, Valdina.
Right in front of us.
Love that.
Nice knee.
Valdina's gonna try to find strikes
Great
anywhere.
first round.
Exciting first round.
It's getting crazy.
And we got 5 rounds, don't we, gentlemen?
Yes,
we do.
This is great.
Let's see what they got. Let's see what they got in the gas tank. One of those reasons that these title fights are so important. It's a big jump, fighting 9 minutes and fighting 15 minutes. Big jump. So this is, even though it's an amateur fight, it's the same duration scheduled as a professional fight. So that's that next step.
That first round, man, those guys started out, at 100 miles an hour. Both guys were throwing. Arthur was pumping his jab, and it started to slow down as the guys started trying to figure each other out.
It was so tense, man, at the beginning there.
Yeah.
They were both very twitchy, moving a lot, using a lot of energy, ready to strike immediately, and then that thing slowed down just a little bit. Not for fight standards, but just from the initial pace.
Some people like a feeling out process with feints. Some people like it by just sticking as many jabs as possible in the opponent's face, and that was an aggressive feeling out process that first round.
Exactly.
These guys are here to put on a show. Listen to this crowd. All right, here we go. Round number 2.
Oh, they both love it, man.
Valdina's smiling. Mpofu looks relaxed.
Oh, come on, Brian.
Referee's
Let him
talking
fight,
to
Brian.
him. Let's go. Valdina just said F you, I think, to him across the cage. Here we go.
Nice.
Strikes.
Both guys landing in
They're
a phone
talking.
booth.
Mpofu's talking to him. He just stuck him with a
Hard
stiff punch.
jab.
Valdina throws a head kick.
Is there a rule against talking in a fight?
No,
better not
it's
be.
a fight. You can
Better
talk.
believe it.
Let him talk.
Words don't hurt as bad as some of these strikes.
Yeah, let the fist settle it. They can talk.
Hey, sometimes talking is a strategy.
Absolutely.
Can't talk if you're unconscious.
Can't take away from the game. Man, they just had some heavy exchanges.
Mpofu's got a way of leaning just back out of range and firing off his shots, but he's got to be careful keeping his hands down because Valdina has the power in all 4 limbs to put the lights out. Valdina looking like he's just not trigger shy, but trying to figure out the puzzle to land better strikes.
And I wonder if Valdina at some point is going to look for a shot. I know he likes to use his wrestling, and I wouldn't be surprised if when Mpofu leans back on that leg a little bit, he might shoot for a single at some point. We'll see.
I have no idea how that first round was scored.
That was a very back and forth round. And now you see Mpofu taking the center, which he doesn't always do. He's fine skating around the outside.
I'm saying Mpofu looks like he's taking control in the second round. That first round, I have no idea. This one, Mpofu's really taking the center, finding more effective strikes from his jab. His right hand is really finding the range, and Valdina is just keeping down the volume, and it doesn't seem like he's landing as effectively.
He's not doing
this is a
anything
long fight.
significant. Well, that was
left
nice.
hand from Mpofu.
Yeah, and Arthur's doing a good job of keeping Andrew away with that jab. He's using that lead hand very, very well.
And Valdina has to respect it. Sometimes it's hitting him, sometimes he's not, but he has to do something. He has to react to it, whether it's with a parry or he catches it right there.
You know, sometimes when you switch to southpaw,
he just hit him with 3 jabs in a row.
Popping it out, 3, 4.
He just hit him 3 in a row.
Now, as somebody who fights southpaw, I can tell you.
Nice kick by Valdina.
I like when guys switch southpaw on me because then I can land my jab better.
Absolutely.
That was a nice left hand from Valdina there. On that
I
exit.
prefer to fight southpaws because I've trained for a few, so it works both ways.
Another nice leg kick from Valdina. He's finding a home with that left kick.
Finding it again, but it gets countered. You gotta be careful throwing those naked leg kicks.
4-punch combos.
Nice right hand by Valdina, trying to get back into this round.
They're both willing to stay right in the pocket, exchange.
Ooh, big one.
Big head kick. And round 2.
Another great round.
Down.
Another great round.
That jab of Arthur Mpofu
It's keeping him away.
was money. That whole round, able to pump that right hand, not once, not twice, not thrice, but 4 times. One after another, just rattling that jab off, and much like the first round, hitting each other with identical shots, because Valdina switched his stance, started finding the home for his jab a little bit later in the round. But we really saw Mpofu take the center of that cage in that second stanza.
Absolutely. And it was all about the jab. He was constantly sticking that jab in his face. Sometimes it's just to gauge range. Sometimes it's to elicit a reaction. And other times it's to stick it to his face. And he was. He landed 3 in a row at one point. Just all right on target. Valdina's right in the fight. He's right there, but Arthur definitely took control of the rhythm and the pace that round.
Yeah, and Arthur just, he disrupted the rhythm of Valdina. Valdina wasn't really able to get much off. Kind of just shutting him down and keeping him away with that right hand, And like I said, Mpofu is one of my favorite guys to watch because he fights like a southpah. He uses that opposite stance to his advantage. He has that
big rear kick.
He's so good at using it to his advantage.
And he loves, playing with that hand in front. And right there, he'll touch the hand.
Both guys landed there. Oh,
there
looking
it is.
for a shot.
There's the 2. There's that takedown.
Wow.
See what kind of a game changer this is. Now that Valdina has implemented some
And I thought he would go for that leg at some point. And that was his opportunity. Maybe in the corner they said, hey, let's get in there and switch things up.
Hey, you're a wrestler. Wrestle.
Yeah, let's wrestle.
And look at the experience in the corner of Valdina. Joe Lozon, Tyler Menard, Connor Matthews there. They'll lull him into the sleep. Lull him to sleep with that jab. Make him think you're playing a point striking game, and then once you find him comfortable in that striking zone,
and we talked about that. That's the fight Arthur wants. He wants it to be a point match.
Well, you can score points with wrestling and ground and pound, that's for sure, but Mpofu finds his way back up to his feet, and now he's chirping again.
They're talking to each other.
Yeah, well, there's gold on the line. They got a lot to say. They both want it bad.
Putting some feelers out there. Just putting some stuff, switching stances. They've both earned each other's respect at this point in the fight.
No doubt about it. They've both eaten substantial amounts of shots.
Valdina gets that leg up real quick.
Both of these guys are pretty slick with their kicks.
Yeah, they're both super mobile. They can pop those legs up fast.
Again, Valdina just having a hard time getting anything off.
Yeah, he's not committing to anything, and Arthur's just out of the way when he does.
And Arthur's going to stick with that jab all night.
Yeah, he's landing it, and then the cross comes behind it. Arthur's talking to him nonstop.
Yeah, he is.
Which means he's still breathing well.
Nice left hand from Mpofu and a jab to follow.
Think Valdina, looking for a shot again.
And that's what the wrestling does.
I like that.
You score one takedown, you get your opponent thinking about it. You can use that level change to open up your strikes.
Absolutely. Now, at least he can threaten it now. He can threaten the takedown now.
Woo, that teep grazed the face of Valdina, but he eats it. Nice leg kick, doubling it up.
Double it up. Fakes a third.
And Mpofu backing up now. He
doesn't mind that jab out. He doesn't mind playing from here.
Nope. He doesn't mind fighting going backwards. Seen that throughout his career.
He thrives going backwards. He's so good at countering. Wow.
3 rounds.
What a round.
3 rounds in. Okay.
I'm not even trying to score this one. It's over. This is so razor thin. We knew this was a highly contested matchup as Janelle and Brittany go in to signify us for the championship rounds for that belt that they are hoisting. This is just what you want in an amateur title fight. Back and forth action, little momentum shifts, both of them showing their techniques, coming to a new level, preparing themselves for the professional ranks. And it can go either way as far as I'm concerned this far.
And Valdina came out and he scored that takedown that round. That was big. Right now he can threaten the takedown, like you mentioned, Andy. He can set up other strikes off there, or he can go back to his wrestling again, which I wouldn't be surprised if Joe Lozon's in there telling him right now maybe to get the fight down to the ground again.
Yeah, I would imagine, you know, Valdina, he had his moments in that round on the feet, but for the most part, Arthur has been having a great time with that jab. Just keeping him away. Just keeping him honest.
But there's been heavy exchanges on both sides, for sure.
Like I said, a lot of tiny little momentum shifts. Very evenly matched fight. Very tough to score going over with a fine-tooth comb. And they touch him up in the championship rounds.
Yes. Both popping that jab out there, trying to fight for that hand position. That's that fight, right? The lead hands.
Yep.
Southpaw to orthodox.
Caught the kick.
Big, caught the kick, big punch, and he goes in, threatens a takedown, breaks off. Valdina sticking that leg out there. He had a couple nice leg kicks. Wonder if he'll go back to those. And the shot.
Oh, big shot here.
Big shot.
Oh, Mpofu got an underhook. He's going for another one.
He's fishing for another.
Very nice defense by Mpofu, the former champ. Ooh, nice kick on his way out.
Valdina's got the center.
Drop gliding out of the way, Valdina, that right there.
He likes to do that, question mark.
Yeah.
He sticks that teep out there and he can flip. But Arthur shows him.
Tap.
He shows him what I
Goes
got
it right
too.
back to him.
Hey,
It's the story of the fight.
I know that trick too.
How many times are they going to do that this fight? Hit someone and just return it back with an identical strike.
It's a question mark. We'll find out. Right back to that jab. That's where he's had a lot of success. He just needs to keep probing with that jab. And I think Valdina needs to search for takedowns, set it up with some strikes. But he just took a deep breath. He might be a little tired at this point. Grueling fight.
Fourth round.
Ooh, nice jab.
Nice jab back.
Valdina trying to, it looks like he's trying to Masvidal-esque stance switch.
Ooh, yeah.
Big
swing.
overhand more than a couple of times, but he hasn't quite fully committed and pulled the trigger on it yet.
He's kind of trying to get just close enough to be able to explode.
Yeah.
But he's having trouble getting right to the range he needs to be to explode. Arthur does a good job of keeping him just outside of that range.
Nice kick to the body from Mpofu.
Crowd chanting for Valdina. He answers.
Yep. Valdina's going to start pushing the pace. He's got to be aggressive.
Insane exchanges there. Mpofu's right hand
Ducks
starting to find
under.
a home more and more often. That jab and hook is starting to. Whoa! What the heck?
There's a nice double.
Before it was a question mark kick. That was like a Z kick. That went 8 different directions right there.
Yeah. He's got some Zohan kicks in him of his
doubt.
own.
A prodigy of the zone.
Wow.
That's
What a round.
it. 1 round left to go.
Oh, man.
And you know, how they're making each other just miss on some of these strikes is just as impressive.
They're playing in that such close range where it's half an inch out, half an inch in, these little pulls, these little pushes in and out. And it's such a fun range to watch two strikers like this compete in.
Yeah, it's just been a back and forth battle.
Good luck scoring it.
The crowd's amped up. We got some really good advice coming. Someone in the crowd said, just hit him in the head.
Yeah.
Yep, just hit him. Thank you. Thank you for the advice, sir. Go have another beer.
Please do.
You gotta love it.
Please do.
But yeah, Joe Lozon and Connor Matthews getting Valdina ready for this one fight. Valdina's letting out a scream. Chris Conley and Steve Whittier getting Mpofu fired up for this 5th and final round.
This is exciting.
For
last
the
3
vacant
minutes.
amateur bantamweight title. Who wants it more?
And it's
I don't
anybody's
know
fight.
I have no idea how they scored.
This is what we.
This is a 5th round.
This is what we want.
This is what Warriors do when everything's on the line.
Admission.
Oh,
That's a big
Big
overhand.
overhead, just misses.
haymakers.
He felt the wind on that one.
Valdina knows he's got to go for broke.
He does. They both know how close this fight is. They're both well aware.
Nice jab from Mpofu again.
Valdina shakes it off. We got 60 seconds of action
Oh!
left. Big!
Sorry,
He
he's
wobbled
got
him.
to He's got to throw. He's got
He
to throw.
wobbled him.
That's a right hand.
Valdina's rushing on him. Who wants big punches?
Who wants to take it out of the hands of the judges? Mpofu answers back with a straight
man.
left.
Here we go. They take the center.
Valdina with the
overhand.
overhand left.
This 5th round is chaos.
Big overhand.
They're trading.
Neither one of these guys breathing really heavy either. 30 seconds.
These guys, they can fight another 5 rounds. Look at these guys. They're ready to go.
I'm not opposed to it.
30 seconds.
Who wants it more? I'm emotional right now.
Leaving
Jeez.
everything in the cage.
We're both content taking the center, volleying for position to finish this fight out. Big overhand again.
Final 10 seconds of this
And they're
game.
throwing.
Valdina.
They're throwing.
Bantamweight
They're
title
throwing.
fight.
To the end. Whoa!
That was an incredible
What
fight.
a fight.
Wow.
Highly competitive in every aspect of mixed martial arts through the duration of 5 3-minute rounds. Both Arthur Mpofu and Andrew Valdina put on a classic for the ages that went the distance. I have no idea who's emerging the champion.
That was
but
a great
both
fight.
of these men can walk away with their chins held high, knowing they have the hearts of champions and that they're ready to go to the professional ranks. Win, lose, or draw, however it goes. Thank you, Arthur Mpofu, and thank you, Andrew Valdina, for an instant classic for the coveted bantamweight title.
What a fight. Oh my God, both guys had their moments. It was back and forth, razor thin. Again, I don't want to judge this. I didn't even know.
I'm not a judge. I'm just a commentator
Man,
now.
what a fight.
I don't want to weigh in on this. That was an incredible fight. I am fired up from that fight. That was a good fight. It was
Wow.
close. It's a toss-up. It's a toss-up. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's
Wow,
go.
what a fight, man.
That was an awesome fight. I like both these guys. I've gotten to train with both these guys, and to see them perform the way they just did, my heart is still racing. That was a really exciting fight, and it was so back and forth.
Yeah.
There were some rounds that it almost came down to who was just more aggressive with their posture.
Right.
And these little shots, because even when they were getting hit at times, they were just getting out of the way. They were rolling with the strikes. They weren't taking them straight on the chin. And then there was sometimes they were like nailing each other. It was an incredible fight from start to finish. And whoever walks away the champion, it's well deserved.
Yeah, you know,
That's
like
up
you
to
said,
the
like
judges.
each guy, you know, in those striking exchanges, each guy was throwing, but each guy was doing such a good job defending. It was hard to land anything super significant. So they just went back and forth, you know. Arthur had some good moments with his right and his left. You know, Valdina landed some head kicks that were brutal. I mean, oh man, what a fight.
All right, we're gonna have the judges rendering their decisions soon.
Oh, tallying up the scores right now.
I hope they get it right.
I hope so.
First try, guys. It happens.
You get one.
These things happen.
You get one.
Everybody gets one, right?
Exactly. All right, looks like we got the scorecards there.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's keep it going for these two warriors. After 5 rounds of hard-fought action, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Judge Dave Ginsburg scores this contest 49-46 for Andrew Valdina.
Another split.
Judge Steve Rita scores this contest 48-47 for Arthur Mpofu. And Judge Marcel Varela scores this contest 48-47, giving you your winner by split decision and new amateur bantamweight champion, Arthur Mpofu.
That was a razor-thin decision.
Split decision. Another
decision.
one. We had 3 tonight.
Man,
Unbelievable.
it's so intense in a room like this.
Wow.
When you have a split decision.
This place is going
title
nuts.
on the line.
Oh, man, and you could tell by
Man.
Arthur's reaction that he knew how close this fight was. He knew it could have gone either way.
That
oh,
was
man.
a very close fight. It could have gone either way. I couldn't have picked who was going to win.
Yeah, so hard.
I didn't even want to. Man, what an incredible fight.
Love that.
They were just back and forth
Just
the
so
whole time.
high level, you know, for these amateurs to come in here and put on these performances. I mean, it just shows the level of talent that
And
we
it's
have in this
amazing,
region.
right? Because either of them could go pro anytime they want.
Sure.
But they know they don't have to. They're young enough. They're gaining experience.
Yeah.
They're having huge events like this. They're winning titles.
Right.
They don't need any more right now. And whenever they do go pro,